What's going on, y'all? It's your boy RickyMoto. Welcome back to yet another video. So here we have my R7 fully bone stock besides the fender eliminator. I'm finally going to be starting the build for this bike. Check out that fender eliminator. If you guys want to see the video on that, I'll put it in a link in the description below. But today we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. We're going to be changing out some cosmetics as well as some performance things. But for this video specifically, we're going to be focusing on the front end. I got a new windscreen cover from Puig. I would be replacing this ugly old stock one that's, see-through, doesn't really have much of a shape, nor does it really have much, aero or whatnot. I do have a decal over here which I'm gonna have to replace. This is the Puig windscreen cover. It kind of has like a double bubble design, so if you look over here, it's a little bit angled, and this is actually the same exact piece that they have on the newer R6s. I actually bought this as an R6 one, but you can always buy the R7 version. It's literally the same exact thing. I was looking into a couple of other options, like I had another one from my R3. I think it was a double bubble from Zero Gravity. I was looking at the Zero Gravity ones, but after watching some reviews and reading up on some forums, people have suggested going with Puig. They say it's a lot better quality, and being an owner of the Zero Gravity from before, I think they're actually right. The Puig one does feel a lot more sturdier. It's not flimsy, doesn't flex or whatever. And I did hear the Puig versions, they said it has less visibility. And I can kind of see it where it's not as clear, or not as, it's a little bit more distorted, so to speak. But I think that's also because of the shape of it. It's a very aggressive sort of curvature. But I think it's still pretty solid. I got the dark smoke version. But yeah, let's do the install. It should be pretty simple. Basically, there are 4 bolts on the front end. So one here, one here, one here, another one over here. And then there's 2 more bolts that hold the mirrors in. So all we have to do is remove the mirrors and then unbolt that. And this whole front end should be good to go. These 4 bolts are just basically normal, Phillips head. And for the mirrors on the underside, there's actually 2 10mm bolts that you remove from the bottom, and then this whole mirror pops off. And what I'm deciding to do for this as well is to do a mirror delete. I don't have any block off plates because I want to change out to like aftermarket winglet mirrors in the future, so I'll just rock it without the mirrors right now. These are the 2 bolts that come out, and basically on the other side is some rubber grommets that's part of the windscreen, which we'll actually have to transfer over to the new one. So basically I just removed the 2 bolts on each side and the mirrors on each side, and then this whole thing just pretty much yanked out. You just have to wiggle it out. There are basically some clips down here which kind of unrelease themselves. Something I did notice is these rubber grommets over here where the mirrors go, they might go a little bit crooked as you're pulling it out, so just make sure you slide that back in place. Now the next thing we have to do is on the OEM. As you can see, there are these black rubber grommets in the screw holes. You just want to peel that off and put it into the new one, and just basically do this whole entire process backwards, and it should be pretty much good to go. Check that out. It looks so much better, so much more aggressive than the OEMs. Now this part does look kind of ugly with the no mirrors and the exposed hardware, which I'll eventually cover up. But man, look at that. Makes the front end look so much sharper. It has a really nice high kick, as you can see. And then this is kind of like the POV view if I'm, riding. This is the look of it. It's not that dark, and I do notice it's a little bit purpley. That's another complaint that I heard with the Puig windscreens. The Zero Gravity ones tend to have a more cleaner black, and this is the dark smoke. On camera it looks pretty dark, but like in person it's a little bit see-through, which I guess helps with like, visibility and legalness. But yeah, check that out, guys. Now there is a little bit of a gap here. That's because I literally lost one of the bolts. I don't know how the heck that happened. But once I get that done, I'll put that back in. So I am missing 1 bolt over here, but still pretty solid. It doesn't really shake. Hope you guys enjoyed this short little mod. I'll be putting pictures on Instagram. Follow me at It's RickyMoto on Instagram. With that being said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.